Good afternoon. This is Chris with IMTM. And I know I haven't been on YouTube in a while. Lots of stuff has happened. Talk about that another time. But today I want to do a top 5 video. I haven't done one in a long time. And I've decided to do the same top 5 I've done before, but different. This is going to be the top 5 excuses people use to waste time. Now, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook and other pages that I have and writings that I've posted, you know that one of my biggest things is hating that people waste time. And more to the point, wasting talent. Okay? Because again, if you have talent and you never utilize it, it's the worst thing ever. Why do people do it? Because they waste time. How do people waste time? By not fulfilling their talent and coming up with excuses of why not to do it. So I'm going to go through that real quick right now, no particular order. Lack of knowledge. People will use lack of knowledge to say, well, since I don't know, and they won't try to find out. So if there's something that they want to do or try to do or accomplish, but they don't know exactly how to get there or exactly what to do or exactly how to put it together, they will use that as an excuse forever, indefinitely, and use that as the reason they don't do anything. They don't want to study. They don't want to take classes. They don't want to do any of the above. They don't want to get other people to help them that might know how to do it. They won't go that route. And so time passes until they get to the point where they're either discouraged and or they just feel it's too late for them to do it. Whatever it is. Okay? Lack of knowledge. Another one, lack of support. Now here's a tricky one. There are people out there who will say, I don't have anybody to support me. Most of the time that's not true. What's happened is they have somebody that wants to support them, but they don't want to reach out to that person. They refuse to do it. They always come up with excuses of why they can't hit up that person that has volunteered their time to support them. They have said, look, I have stuff going on, but I'm going to take my time and give it to you. That person doesn't take advantage of it. And then they say, well, I don't have anybody to support me. I don't have nobody around me that supports what I'm trying to do. And that's nearly never true. Sometimes it's true, but not most of the time. Most of the time, people haven't even asked for the support in the first place. You know how you do that? You hit people up on the phone and you call them. Say, hey, I need your support. Or you email them, or you text them, or you go over to their house, or you hit them up on social media. You post on social media that you're looking for someone to support you in your endeavors. If you never do that, that might be a reason why you don't have some support. But what happens is, since you're not doing that, it's another reason why you're wasting time to get to where you want to be, to do it, whatever it is. Motivation, another tricky one. It's hard to be self-motivated sometimes, right? It's hard. It's difficult. And so if you find, again, someone who wants to help you be motivated and you never take advantage of it, how is that anybody else's fault but your own? And guess what you're doing? You're wasting time by not reaching out to that person. That person shouldn't be chasing you down to motivate you. You should be hitting that person up to motivate you. Like, that's how it's supposed to work. Like a trainer in fitness, you got to hit the trainer up. The trainer's job is not to hit you up. If you hire the trainer, you're supposed to be, you see what I'm saying? So, again, motivation. If you have someone also, again, wanting to sacrifice their time to help you be motivated, why not take advantage of that all the time if it's there? But if you come up with an excuse why you're not going to hit that person up, whoever it is, that's your fault. Nobody else's. Right? Having the tools. Another tricky one, I guess. I keep saying that, but apparently it's tricky to get the tools that you need to be able to do it, whatever it is. If you're a baker and you don't ever get no flour, where are you? You're wasting time. You can't bake a cake without flour. Wait, all right, wait. Science, I don't know. Maybe you can, but most of the time you can't. You can't finish a cake without icing. You see what I'm saying? I mean, there's things that you need. And so if you're trying to put together a business or you're trying to utilize your talents and you never look professional or you never look like your competition, who by definition are professional because they're getting paid more, you're wasting time. By default, you're wasting time. There's no getting around that one. You see what I'm saying? You don't have if you're an accountant and you don't have a calculator. You see what I'm saying? If you, how can you be a painter without paint, right? It's kind of hard, right? You're wasting time. And then last but not least, taking action. This is how you sum all of this up. If you're unwilling to take any action to get to where you want to be, it doesn't matter. And you're wasting time. If you never walk out that door to say, hey, I'm about to check off a box of my accomplishment list for whatever it is, you're wasting time. And it's an excuse that you don't want to take action, that you're afraid of what people are going to think of you because you're going to tell them what you're trying to do. And it's everybody. Like, everybody is afraid at some point of what a person will say, of getting that no. For instance, about a month and a half ago, I put together what is it called? I'm getting a brain freeze now all of a sudden. Not sponsorship, but not stopping this video. I'm gonna think of the word. Investor proposal. I put it together. I sent it to people who knew me well, people who have noticed the things I've been doing for a period of time, and I sent it to them. All of them weren't going to say yes. Some of them were going to say no. Some of them still haven't responded back to me. It is what it is. I sent it out. You know what happened? I got 3 investors. Technically, I got 4. Actually, I'm going to have 5. I got 1. Actually, I got 6. Now, think about this. I got 1 who's going to be able to do it next year because he's under some kind of like an agreement or whatnot where he can't do anything along those lines until he comes out that contract. I got 1 who's going to do something in August, and I got 1 that's going to do something at the end of this month. So I got an initial 3, and then I'm going to have at least 2 in the near future, and then I got 1 next year. I might have more. I haven't even sent it to anybody else. I've only sent it out one group of people. And then people started asking questions and stuff is happening. That's because I was confident enough in what I was doing to put it out there to give a person a chance to say yes or no. I took action. I didn't use the excuse of me being afraid of what that person's going to think of what I'm doing and the things that I've put together. And because of that, I got a sponsor for the radio show to where my radio show, which is 2 hours long now, I got 2, my station, I got 2 shows right now. I got Around the ATL and I have Women in Business. I'm going to add a 3rd soon. That's because I took action. You see what I'm saying? I got support. I got motivation. I got the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? I got the tools to be able to move forward. Stop wasting time and using excuses to stop yourself from doing what you want to do. It just has to happen because you're the only one who can make it happen at the end of the day. So I wanted to do a quick video. I said I want to try to keep it at 10 minutes, and it looks like I've done that. Please visit my website, www.imtnworldwide.com. Follow me on Instagram, IMTN Worldwide. Follow my show on Instagram, IMTN Worldwide Radio. go to the website, blogtalkradio.com/IMTM Worldwide, and you can now hear all of my radio shows on Google Play Music and also recent shows on Spreaker, the app. And just hit me up. You know, if you know you need something along the lines in regards to your talent or business, hit me up. I might be able to fill in some of those needs. Definitely tune into the radio shows upcoming. There's going to be really exciting things coming up. I just reached out to a person who I didn't think was going to hit me back, and she hit me back. I couldn't even believe it. So we're going to see what happens there. That person might be on my show this Wednesday. I'm very excited. Not letting the cat out the bag just in case it don't happen. But I did have two-time Olympic gold medalist Angel McCautry on my show last Wednesday, though. Very happy and excited about that. She was my first ever athlete that I've interviewed on my show. So I'm very excited about that. Because I tried. I asked, and she said yes, you know. So anyway, it's 11 minutes. Let me get out of here. This is Chris of IMTM. Hope that, you know, I start getting back on YouTube a little bit and really do more than what I've been doing, because I've been slacking, and I know it. But we'll see. In other words, you gotta try. You know, you just never know until you try. You gotta try. That being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I will talk to y'all later. Until next time. Peace.